Welcome to English Janova, the podcast where English becomes simple, practical, and enjoyable. Hello, my friend, and welcome to another episode of English Janova. I'm really happy you're here today because every time you press play, you're taking one more step toward becoming a confident English speaker. It doesn't matter where you're from. It doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter if you've been learning English for years or if you're just getting started. What matters is that you haven't given up, and that's something to be proud of. In this episode, we're going to talk about something that changes everything in language learning. How to build real confidence while speaking English. Many people believe confidence comes after they become fluent. But the truth is the opposite. Confidence grows because you practice. Fluency grows because you keep speaking, and every small conversation makes you a little better than yesterday. So today, I'll share simple habits, easy exercises, and practical ideas that you can start using immediately. As always, I'll speak slowly and clearly. Whenever you hear me say, "Repeat after me," try to say the sentence aloud. Don't worry if your pronunciation isn't perfect. The goal isn't perfection. The goal is progress. So, are you ready? Let's begin. Take a slow breath, relax your shoulders, and remember one important sentence. Every English speaker was once an English learner. Repeat after me. Every English speaker was once an English learner. Excellent. Now let's think about something. Have you ever wanted to say something in English, but suddenly your mind became empty? Maybe you knew the words. Maybe you studied the grammar. But when it was time to speak, nothing came out. If this has happened to you, don't worry. It happens to almost every English learner. Your problem isn't that you're bad at English. Your problem is that your brain hasn't had enough speaking practice yet. Speaking is a skill. Just like learning to ride a bicycle. The first time feels difficult. The second time feels a little easier. After many tries, your body remembers what to do. English works the same way. The more you use it, the more natural it becomes. Here's another sentence. Repeat after me. Practice creates confidence. Again, practice creates confidence. One more time. Practice creates confidence. Very nice. Now let's talk about a mistake many learners make. They spend hours memorizing long vocabulary lists. They try to remember hundreds of difficult words. After 1 week, most of those words disappear. Why? Because our brains remember information better when we use it in real life. Imagine learning the word hungry. Instead of only reading it once, you say, "I'm hungry." Then later, you tell your friend, "I'm hungry. Let's eat." Then the next day you think, "I'm hungry because I skipped breakfast." Now you've used the same word 3 different times. Your brain begins to remember it naturally. This is much stronger than memorization. Learning English is not about collecting words. It's about using words. Let's practice together. Repeat after me. I'm learning something new every day. Again, I'm learning something new every day. Wonderful. Here's another one. I don't need perfect English to communicate. Repeat. Excellent. Now listen carefully. Many learners wait for the perfect moment. They say, I'll start speaking after I finish grammar. I'll start speaking after I know 5,000 words. I'll start speaking next month, but next month becomes next year, and nothing changes. Here's the secret. The perfect moment doesn't exist. You create progress by starting today. Even 5 minutes of speaking practice every day is more powerful than 2 hours once a month. Small daily actions always beat big plans that never happen. Imagine saving 1 coin every day. At first it seems small, but after many months, you have a lot. English works exactly the same way. Every sentence you speak is another coin in your confidence bank. Let's repeat. Small steps create big results. Again, small steps create big results. Very good. Now, I'd like to give you a simple challenge. For the next 7 days, speak English for just 5 minutes every day. Not 50 minutes, not 1 hour, only 5. You can describe your room. You can talk about your breakfast. You can explain what you're doing. You can even speak to yourself. The important thing is that you speak. Remember, your mouth needs practice just as much as your brain. Now let's learn another powerful habit. Instead of translating every sentence from your native language, train yourself to notice English around you. Look at a chair. Say, "This is my chair." Look at a window. Say, "The window is open." Look at your phone. Say, "My phone is on the table." Simple sentences may look easy, but they build the foundation of fluent English. Every fluent speaker started with simple sentences. No one was born speaking perfect English. Let's practice again. Repeat after me. I can describe the world around me in English. Excellent. Here's another one. Simple English is powerful English. Repeat. Very nice. Now, let me tell you a short story. There were 2 students. One studied English for 3 hours every Saturday. The other studied only 15 minutes every day. After 6 months, who improved more? Most people think the first student, but the answer is usually the second one. Why? Because learning becomes stronger when it is repeated often. Your brain loves repetition. That's why daily practice is so important. Even when you don't feel motivated, practice. Even when you feel tired, practice. Even when you make mistakes, practice. Because every mistake teaches you something valuable. Repeat after me. Mistakes help me become better. Again, mistakes help me become better. Excellent. Now let's talk about listening. Many learners only listen once, but successful learners listen many times. The first time, they understand a little. The second time, they understand more. The third time, they notice new words. The fourth time, they begin repeating the speaker. This is how listening becomes speaking. Don't be afraid to replay the same audio again and again. Every time you listen, your brain discovers something new. Here's another sentence. Repeat after me. Every time I listen, I improve. Again, every time I listen, I improve. Wonderful. Now I'd like you to imagine yourself 6 months from today. Imagine speaking English more naturally. Imagine understanding videos without subtitles. Imagine introducing yourself confidently. Imagine having conversations without feeling nervous. That future version of you is possible, but it starts with today's practice, not tomorrow, not next week. Today. So after this episode ends, promise yourself one thing. You will spend at least 5 minutes practicing English today. 5 minutes can change your future more than you realize. And remember, you don't have to be the best learner. You only have to become a little better than yesterday.
You only have to become a little better than yesterday. Now, let's continue with another important idea. Many learners believe they need a perfect accent before they can speak confidently. But think about this. People from different countries speak English with different accents. Someone from India sounds different from someone from Australia. Someone from Canada sounds different from someone from South Africa. And that's completely normal. Your goal is not to sound exactly like someone else. Your goal is to be understood. If people understand you clearly, your English is already successful. So don't waste your energy trying to sound perfect. Instead, focus on speaking clearly, naturally, and confidently. Repeat after me. Clear communication is more important than a perfect accent. Again, clear communication is more important than a perfect accent. Excellent. Now let's talk about confidence. Where does confidence come from? Does it appear one morning when you wake up? No. Confidence is something you build. It grows every time you speak. Every conversation makes you stronger. Every mistake teaches you something new. Every practice session makes the next one easier. Think about learning to ride a bicycle. At first you fall. Then you balance for a few seconds. After enough practice, riding becomes natural. Speaking English works exactly the same way. Don't be afraid of falling. Be excited about improving. Repeat after me. Every time I speak, I become more confident. Again. Every time I speak, I become more confident. Wonderful. Now I'd like to share a simple 15-minute English routine. The first 5 minutes are for listening. Choose a podcast, a short YouTube video, or an English story. Listen carefully without worrying about every single word. The second 5 minutes are for speaking. Pause after every sentence. Repeat it aloud. Try to copy the speaker's pronunciation, rhythm, and energy. The final 5 minutes are for thinking. Describe everything around you in English. For example, my room is clean. My notebook is on the desk. I can hear birds outside. The weather feels warm today. This simple exercise trains your brain to think directly in English. Repeat after me. English is becoming part of my daily life. Again, English is becoming part of my daily life. Excellent. Now remember something important. Never compare yourself with other learners. Some people learn faster. Some people have more time. Some people started years before you. Your journey is different. The only person you should compare yourself with is yesterday's version of yourself. If you know one more word today, you've improved. If you understand one more sentence today, you've improved. If you speak 1 minute longer today, you've improved. Small progress is still progress. Repeat after me. Every small step brings me closer to fluency. Again, every small step brings me closer to fluency. Fantastic. Before we finish today's episode, I'd like you to make one promise. Promise yourself that you will never stop learning. There will be difficult days. There will be confusing lessons. There will be mistakes. But mistakes are not failures. They are signs that you are growing. Every fluent English speaker made thousands of mistakes before becoming confident. The difference is simple. They kept going, and you can do the same. Believe in yourself. Practice every day. Stay curious. Keep listening. Keep speaking. Keep improving. One sentence becomes one conversation. One conversation becomes confidence. And confidence becomes fluency. Let's finish today's episode with a few positive affirmations. Repeat after me. I believe in myself. I enjoy learning English. I speak with confidence every day. I learn from my mistakes. My English gets better every single day. Excellent work. You did a wonderful job today. Thank you so much for spending your time with English Janova. I truly hope this episode motivated you to continue your English journey with confidence and consistency. Remember, you don't need to be perfect. You just need to keep moving forward, one small step at a time. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to join me again for another practical and inspiring English lesson. Until next time, keep learning, keep smiling, keep believing in yourself, and most importantly, keep speaking English. Take care, stay positive, and I'll see you in the next episode of English Janova. Goodbye.